Hey, gentle listeners, welcome to Framed.
Canvas cuffs and other stuffs.
We're back for season 3, and boy, oh boy, do we have some crazy stories for you.
Ooh!
Enjoy the episode.
1, 2, 3. You're on.
Where am I? What's happening?
Been here since last week.
What's going on?
Jill, you're on a podcast.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Good. Just sorting out little mic.
Oh,
I think that is good.
that'll do.
That'll do.
That'll do, pig. That'll do.
Hey, kids.
Hey, kids. They look like they were going to go cause
Yeah,
some
they
trouble.
had hoods on. It was scary.
Gonna go key our cars.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're
I
gonna go
don't
firebomb somewhere.
Oh,
I
no.
know. Kids are loving firebombing right
They
now.
can't help firebombing.
Yeah.
They
yeah.
just...
The new craze. It was Tarzos. Then it was Beyblades.
And now firebombing.
Now it's firebombing. Just go play marbles.
Get some pick up sticks, guys.
Do kids still play marbles? We used to play marbles. Makes us sound like we grew up in the 20s.
It does. It does. But
Do you remember Steelies? Which were just ball bearings.
I don't remember. Yes, I do remember actually. And everyone wanted them because they
Yeah.
really like
They
were
weren't
the,
even marbles.
No.
They were ball bearings.
which really could have caused some damage.
And so when you were playing marbles, your Steely would crack
the other
the
glass
other,
marbles.
Your Steely would crack a cat's eye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also let's talk about how we were playing with glass and steel.
Oh yeah.
Like-
Well, they got banned.
Yeah.
I think a kid like piffed and marble at another kid's like eye or something like that at our school.
Oh my God.
No, we're just like, nah, shut it down. We can't have anything nice. We can't even innocently play marbles.
No.
And ghosties, the ones that were like kind of, they were matte.
Like opaque.
They
oh,
were- they
no.
were-
Oh.
They were like matte, like they
Yeah.
had like a matte finish on them, and they had like kind of like swirly.
Yes.
Like
they look like
watercolor.
smoky.
Yeah.
They look like smoke was caught in
Smoky
there.
ghosties. I'll trade you my ghosties for a steely.
I'll trade you 5 ghosties for 1 steely. No deal. I'm gonna crack those ghosties.
Fun, and then you'd all like you'd have a little thing with a couple of marbles, and you'd have to stand back and try. It was very Squid Games. You'd have to stand back and try and crack or hit the other marbles, and whatever marble you hit, you collected.
Yeah. That
Fun
what
stuff, but of course banned.
band? What we can't have nice things.
No.
And also, why does it sound like we were really just living in the 1920s? Was
Yeah,
everyone
no.
playing marbles from the? If
No.
you were born in the 90s,
Yeah.
were you playing marbles at school, or was this just a solo country
Like
experience?
pushing a wheel on a stick.
You know those bowling cups?
Yeah.
Just-
Whoa. Ball in a cup.
Yeah, I feel like that's the energy we're giving from our childhood.
Speaking of which, I went to my friend Jeff's house yesterday, and he's got his new apartment and whatever, so he's moved everything in. And so he's bringing out the old photo. Like, I've known Jeff since we're in primary school.
Mm-hmm.
He recently got like a bunch of his old like disposable cameras printed
Oh
and
my
all
gosh,
that kind of stuff. So we were just going down memory lane.
Yeah.
And then he whips out his Tarzo's folder.
Oh my God, yes.
The one with Space Jam on the front.
Yep, I know exactly the one.
I open it. There's no Tarzos in there. It's his Pokemon card folder.
Okay.
But he's sitting on a gold mine.
Yeah, he's got the OGs.
He has the OG. And it's so funny, like seeing all the artwork on them, and you're just like, God, this is so nostalgic.
Mm-hmm.
I never kept things like that because I would always chew on stuff. So like
Your Pikachu card has just little gnaw marks on the
yeah,
edge.
or I would draw over the top of it. I was so destructive. Like even my Tarzos, like I had the Tarzo folder, but like I would take the Tarzos out of the folder and like chew on the
them.
edges.
Mm-hmm. Anxious child.
What was wrong with me?
You were anxious.
My Super Nintendo controller had bite marks on it.
Yeah.
I was just teething forever.
I feel like, yeah, and like
it was an
a game-
anxious coping
mechanism.
for sure.
And no one diagnosed it at the time to be like, maybe he needs some strategies for his anxiousness.
Didn't exist back then.
No, so you were just gnawing on things. Angry Beavers
I
style.
know. Angry Beavers was my first mobile phone's ringtone.
And you'd probably paid $2.99 for that.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. I remember I used to have like, I used to swap out my cases. So like I'd have like a bad boy one with the eyes.
Yep.
And then I had like a Jim Beam one in high school.
You're like, I'm cool, Jim Beam.
Jim Beam, Woodstock and Bourbon. Oh, different times growing up in Albury with Donga.
I know, a whole nother life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Much like last week,
Blinded by the light.
you will see that I am completely
Want me to move it?
fluorescent at this stage because.
It's just
Do you have sunglasses?
yeah, I think I do. Do you want
I
them?
might have to wear a pair of sunglasses
Do you
for
want
a
me
bit.
to move over slightly?
No, I think sunglasses will be an easier fix
You sure?
as opposed to us doing manual labor.
Labour.
Yeah. Oh, that's much better.
You're cool.
Yeah, if you're just joining us and I'm suddenly looking like a cool dude, it's because the sun is directly in my eyes.
And we'll eventually get a curtain for there, but as of yet, haven't done it. Apologies. Hey,
I'll just look like a cool dude.
just look like a cool dude. Any recommendations going into this week, Joel? Recommends whimsy of your week.
Oh, I haven't had a very whimsical. I'm not really having a really whimsical run at the moment. There's a new show we're watching at the moment. I'm only one episode in, but I'm obsessed already. It's on Apple TV. It's called Widow's Bay.
Oh.
Great reviews. Bit spooky, bit funny. You haven't seen it?
Gina.
No.
Nope. Gina Davis.
Unless
in
she's
it?
not in the first episode. It might be. I've seen a clip of Gina Davis in a car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it might be this one.
Okay. All right. Good to know.
Look out for her. Love her.
Yeah. I guess my whimsy is maybe like go through all your old things and
Nostalgia.
hang on to your stuff. Not all of it.
Just some.
Just some.
Just some.
Because even the other day I was talking to Mum and I was just like, hey Mum, where are all our childhood video, like home movies? She's like, oh, I don't know. I'm like,
Debbie.
should we have those somewhere?
Yeah.
Like, oh, I don't know if we hung on to them. And I'm like, she's like, I've got photos. I'm like, no, I want to see I want to see me live in action as a baby. I want to see how I acted as a baby. She thinks they're somewhere. They might be with my auntie.
I'm sure they are somewhere.
Hang on to your stuff. Hang on to your Tarzos. All that kind of stuff. Because also you can make a mint.
Yeah.
If you're ever in a sticky situation, you've got a folder full of Tarzos or Pokemon cards, you might have an easy couple of thousand on your hands.
You really could. Hold on to your things, but also don't become a hoarder.
Hold on to your things, don't become a hoarder, and watch Widow's Bay.
There you go. Whimsy, whimsy, whimsy.
Yeah. How about you?
Watch the Kylie doco.
Have
you?
No.
Highly
We
recommend.
don't have Netflix. But I will find it.
Now
I know
I've
it's
said
on-
this, I'm like, have I already recommended this?
I know we've talked about it.
Well, also, Kylie doco, great. 10 out of 10. Watch it. Could have been longer.
Yep. It's 3 episodes, yeah?
Yes. Should have been 6 to 8.
Mhm.
They went really hard at the start of her life. Like they did a lot in that area. And then there was about 20 years that they just kind of went, and then she did some stuff. And then they got to the cancer. And then,
Okay.
that was that bit. She really got hounded by the media. I didn't realize how much they really just were so mean to her.
I didn't realize that either. I always thought she was everyone's darling. And then
No.
I guess we were really young, but in my mind, everyone just loved Kylie.
Yeah.
And she also took everything quite in her stride. Like she was
I think,
she was never too serious.
yeah, I think outward facing, yes. But like at the start of her career in the middle, like they were not kind to her. And it was when she kind of came back with like the hot pants and the spinning around and all that. That's when she kind of got the beloved Kylie.
Maybe because she was like the pop girly who was all of a sudden dating Michael Hutchinson, which was like the biggest, hottest rock star of the time. People were like,
Yeah, get her.
Yeah.
She can't be that cool.
Yeah, people get pissed off about that kind of stuff.
Yeah. So, and also her and Nick Cave are really good friends, which I just find a really funny duo.
Nick Cave is like her guardian,
I know.
her special. He loves her.
I know, they love each other.
Yeah.
And it's like very platonic. Like
Yeah.
there's no weird like sexual energy there.
No, it's more of a
brother sister,
sister,
like older
daddy
brother.
daughter.
Yeah. And it's like he's like she loves life and is so joyous, and we are just the polar opposite.
I just love it when she's just like she's so genuine in the way that she's just like a bit of a dag.
Yeah.
Like she's a bit goofy. She's not too serious on herself.
Yeah.
She has a laugh.
Yeah.
But then she switches into pop star mode.
And
she's like, oh my God, touch me right there. I'm like, oh, Kylie.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So highly recommend that. It's great. If I've recommended it last week, apologies. I've completely forgotten.
Lady that I used to work with at David Jones.
Yeah.
Was friends with the Minogues. And so she went to Kylie's grandma's like 100th birthday.
Oh.
Yeah, the Minogues get to triple digits.
I believe it.
This lady would talk like as soon as you brought up Kylie. As soon as Kylie played on the
she's like,
thing,
did you know?
Like, this takes me back.
I was at the 100th.
Yeah. She says the Minogues are just the most lovely, kindest,
I believe that.
fun, chill family ever.
Yep. They really, in this doco, I think it really shows that.
Despite their success, despite all that, they're not uppity. They're not like, they don't have that vibe about them.
Yeah.
They're not like Real Housewife of Melbourne style rich. They're just very genuine, down to earth.
Yeah. Yeah. I believe every word she says.
Yeah.
Yeah. They seem like a night. I want to hang out with them and get the stories.
Yeah.
And have a laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she'll sit back, have a Kylie rosé.
Yeah. She'll drink a Kylie rosé. What else? What's her other one? I don't know. She loves a Kylie wine. That's all I could say.
I don't mind a Kylie rosé. It's actually quite lovely. It's very light. Like it's not too like sickly sweet. It's not anything like that. It's very easy to drink.
Well, while you're watching the Kylie doco, get out a Kylie wine.
If you're ever wanting to break your sobriety,
I think they've done a non-alcoholic version, to be fair. The wines are never good, though. I'll tell you that.
I was drinking better beer yesterday.
Oh.
No, not better beer. What's it called? Heaps Normal.
Heaps not the best of the lot.
Yeah. Really feels like you're having a beer.
It does. It's helped me a lot of times.
Yes. And it's so good. Like, it takes out. So, like, I went to a friend's birthday at a pub yesterday and it was 12 o'clock. And I'm like, I don't want to drink or anything like that. I want to go and have lunch. But, like, you're also at this kind of blokey Australian pub and you're like,
I want a beer.
Well, I got to have a beer.
Yeah.
So it's good that it's got that option.
Yep.
Because it literally feels like you're having a beer.
Yep. It is the closest you'll come to having a beer.
Yeah. And so many people have them. It used to be back in the day, I think, the non-alcoholic beers, everyone was like, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
As if you would.
Yeah.
Now it's like, really, they had it on tap.
Easy.
And it was great.
Yeah. It's good. And it's, of all the non-alcoholic beers, it's the one I've found that tastes the best.
Yes. It's got that real beer taste and that beer smell.
Yeah. And it's because
and you burp and you're like, oh, that's a beer.
That's a beer.
Yeah.
100%. Heaps Normal. You've got all the goods. Heaps Normal, Kylie wines.
Yeah.
We got.
Do you know what smell I love?
What?
The smell of old pub carpets.
It's a particular stench.
And it might be because I grew up around the Lavington Sports Club.
I was going to say TIB.
Yeah, the Lavington Sports Club. Both my parents worked there. My sister worked there. My brother-in-law's father worked there. I grew up in that environment, and the smell of stale beer on carpet and a little bit of cigarette smoke.
Yep.
It's like heaven. If that came in a candle,
I'd
buy the
burn
candle.
it for days.
I'd buy the candle to make my house smell like a pub. And also I'd like to make a candle that would make my house smell like the inside of a Rebel Sport. Because I really like that like rubbery smell.
Well, I think you should start your
freshly
own.
opened tennis ball container.
A freshly opened tennis ball container, I get. That is a particular, but
something so like chemically and nice about it. I really like it.
I don't know if I want that in a candle, but maybe there is.
Or maybe a spray. Maybe a spray when you're resetting your house after a big clean and you just spray it and it makes everything smell like Rebel Sport rubber.
Yeah.
You know?
Real, like kind of clinical.
Yeah.
But not quite hospital clinical.
Yeah, sporty clinical.
Yeah.
Sports clinic.
Sports clinic.
I'll name it Sports Clinic.
Perfect.
Yeah.
You know what? You've got a line there and it will either do really well or only two
Sports
people.
clinic, pub carpet, petrol.
Can't wait to see. Can't wait to see that line be.
Yeah, everyone kind of likes the smell of petrol.
Yeah, I know. We all do. It's like when you get, and like texters, like when you get the permanent
Oh.
markers.
Oh, love the smell of a texter.
Oh,
What other weird smells are there that we shouldn't like, but we do?
do. Right in. Call us now.
I don't mind a bit of nail polish.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like that was nail polish is maybe sometimes, or nail polish remover is sometimes a bit like, whoa, but
I like the smell of my.
turps. I like a bit of a smell of turps.
I like the smell of my cat's breath.
It's very specific.
It's like fishy and gross, but like when you love something that much, like those little, it's like when it's, I don't know.
SJ likes the smell of penguins, like breath and farts.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
if it was another cat or something that wasn't
Wouldn't be the
mine,
same.
I wouldn't like it. But for some reason, Obi's little fishy breath when he does a yawn, I'm just like,
yeah, like Kenzo when he's just eating breakfast, and I go, "You're so cute, but ooh, that's
Yeah.
a stinky breath." But
I love it, and I like the smell of his dry food. Sometimes I'm kind of like, ooh.
Oh dear. Anywho,
That smells we like.
smells we like. Anything else you want to cover? Shall we jump straight?
Did you
in?
talk about whimsy, or did I just start talking about smells?
Kylie.
Oh yeah, Kylie.
And then we got
Kylie.
here.
Yeah.
Kylie, wines,
Yeah.
beers, smells.
Yeah.
Perfect. A perfect morning.
Imagine if I just burst into flames. I feel like a giant has a magnifying glass on me.
So, do you want to stop for a bit? Or you're
No,
okay?
I'm okay. I'm just complaining. Oh my god, you're right there.
Alrighty, Joel. Here we go.
Here we go.
So this week today, we're going to
This week today.
we're going to talk about Nepo babies.
Oh, how arty.
How arty. However, we're not going to talk about the one that was like the babies that were on the New Yorker magazine. There was like which you might have seen a while back, and if not, we'll pop it up here.
Was it like a weird cover where
them
it
all
had
being
like
babies?
a bunch of babies but with celebrity heads on them?
Sure.
It was
It was
strange.
very strange.
Yeah.
It's kind of become, it's something that we think is quite, I guess, modern and new. We talk about Nepo babies a lot more now than we ever have. And I think the thing that we forget is that Hollywood has always been a family business.
Yeah.
There's always been, child stars that have come from famous families.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to talk today about like a Dakota Johnson or a Gwyneth Paltrow or a Ben Platt.
It's the privilege of having a famous parent,
Parent.
as if you would
Wouldn't-
not
I know.
be like, I want to be this. Make it happen.
Make it happen. Daddy,
Mummy.
give me a pony. Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't. Like, if you had a famous parent,
It's a fucking free ticket.
come on, guys.
Oh, man, everyone's obsessed with trying to make life more difficult for themselves. If you have that offered to you on a silver platter and everyone can say, oh, they're a Nepo baby, me. If you were in that scenario,
Oh.
if you wouldn't be.
As if you wouldn't.
Yeah.
Like, come on, guys.
Mm.
So we're not going to talk about all of the Nepo babies. We're going to talk about a specific kind of Nepo baby and dynasty. We're going to talk about Liza.
Oh, yes.
So there's for those of you who don't know, Liza Minnelli, one of the most famous Nepo babies, but often, although we go, she has a famous mother, I don't ever think we say she's a Nepo baby.
But because I think she could have got there herself without having, like, she has such a look about her.
Yep.
Those giant doe eyes, the talent, like it's all there. Like if the talent's there,
Yeah.
who cares who your parent is?
Exactly. And it happens a lot. There are a lot of Nepo babies in Hollywood that we don't really, like the Gwyneth Paltrow of it all. She's a very famous Nepo baby.
Yeah, her mum's that lady from Meet the Fockers.
Yes. And then there are people within the industry that when they are quite talented and they don't deny it. I think that's another thing. When you're a Nepo baby and you go, oh, but it's like usually they're like, yeah. And it afforded me to get into a lot of rooms that I wouldn't have otherwise.
Yeah.
I think if you deny it, that's when everyone goes, ugh. But if you're like, yeah, I am, and it helped.
Yeah. So what? My father's one of the Warner Brothers.
It's okay.
It's okay.
My father's Kermit the Frog.
Warner Brother Jr.
So because of when you're born into Hollywood royalty and your mother is Judy Garland and your father is Vincent Minnelli, there is a certain way that your life will go because of this. And I think it is interesting to talk about the relationship and dynamic between two of the most famous icons, specifically gay icons of Hollywood.
Yeah.
So, we're going to talk a little bit about Judy. We're going to talk a little bit about Liza, and then we're going to.
I have a feeling like old-timey Nepo babies didn't have the easiest upbringing.
Oh, no. It was a different time.
It was very much a different time.
Exactly.
Drew Barrymore, my God.
Oh, my God. Yeah. There is a whole nother,
like now it's changed, but back in the day, like if you had famous parents and you were their Nepo baby, I think the fame might have come first a lot of the time.
Yep.
Yeah.
And this dynamic is very interesting, which we'll talk about.
Yeah. Sorry, I keep
No. You're
trying to get to the bottom of
it. How very dare you interrupt this podcast that you are on.
Shirley Temple just popped into my head.
Yeah, there is a...
Is she a Nepo?
I don't
Or was she just like ripped out of like kindergarten? Like, get on stage.
Tap dance for me. There's something very... When you think about Judy Garland, I think there is a link to Shirley Temple because it feels the same realm, like of that like cute Hollywood, innocent Hollywood. So yeah, Judy Garland, first act clearly wasn't The Wizard of Oz. She was born Frances Ethel Gum. And she was born in Grand Rapids, Minnesota, 1922. We actually did an episode on a pair of missing shoes from Minnesota.
That's right.
So feel free to go back.
Minnesota.
Feel free to go back and listen to that. I think it was our... I'm
dressed in season 1.
Back in season 1, dressed as Dorothy I was. So
yep.
If you can see that thumbnail, there you go. Before she even got to Hollywood, she was trained to stand in front of an audience and deliver performance on command. She was in a group with her sisters called the Gum Sisters. It was a vaudeville act that she was in from a toddler age, and her mother was very ambitious and kind of pushed her onto the stage with her sisters.
Know what I'm picturing? The Florence Welk show from SNL, where all the with all the girls lined up in a row.
Yeah.
Being like, I'm Polly.
Yeah. It's exactly that. So she's taught from a young age to deliver joy on stage, and I think that kind of feeling and kind of how she kind of makes people feel, the feeling that she gives to people becomes very addictive because she knows how to make people feel a certain way, and it is a power. But when you're not really willing, like when you can't cope with that, it can be a real downfall.
Yes.
There is also an industry that's about to monetize that joy that she can create within an audience. So she was MGM darling, essentially.
Metro Goldwyn Mayer.
And it was when you went in.
That's the lion.
The lion.
I think.
Yeah, I think it is. And when you went into. So it's not like today where you have an agent and you can work for multiple different companies. It was you were signed to a studio and you would work on demand for them.
Yes.
So if they decided you were right for a role, you would be put into that movie and you would kind of be on contract for them. And so in 1935, at just age 13, she was performing on a Sunday night at a showcase called Undiscovered Stars in Cafe Trocado in Los Angeles. And there happened to be the boss of MGM at that show, and he saw her and he said, that kid's got something. She's cutie patootie. Let's sign her.
Yep.
So it was interesting. So she didn't do a formal screen test like a lot of the other girls would have done, but there was something about her that they saw that they liked and they said, get her in. Now, she would be in films like The Wizard of Oz, Meet Me in St. Louis. Louis or Louis?
Meet Me in St. Louis?
St. Louis, I think it is. Got a hard S. but she worked for MGM for 15 years, so from 1935 to 1950. She becomes one of their most valuable young stars, but unfortunately she is told behind the scenes always she's not thin enough, she's not glamorous enough, she's not young enough, she's too old. She's made this kind of symbol of innocence, but unfortunately behind the scenes she was given substances. Okay, let's just not beat around the bush.
Good thing times have changed since then.
So she was given pills to control her weight, suppress her appetite, and to force her to do a grueling 16 to 72 hour shoot.
What?
Yep.
Oh my God. 72 hours?
I know. So they'd give her uppers. And because she was on so many uppers, then they would also, they used to call them pep pills. So they were amphetamines, pep pills. And then because she was so on those pep pills, they'd then give her barbiturates to sleep. So
Jesus Christ.
So she was not only on uppers, she was on downers.
Downers. Oh my God.
Because her body would be in such a state of like, just because like she's a child still. We're not talking about adult Judy yet. So it's really strange because you see these really beautiful performances and like her in The Wizard of Oz, it becomes this weird cultural phenomenon, which interestingly enough wasn't a success when it came out.
Yeah, I've heard something like that.
It only became a success the second time it was like re-released.
Yeah, okay.
But she's like this really innocent, like she's got this hauntingness about her, which is, she doesn't, it's perfect for that role. But
the eyes.
And she's so innocent, but behind the scenes, she's really going through things that.
Oh, her insides are going crazy.
Literally. So The Wizard of Oz premiered in 1939. She was only 17 years old. They put her on the weight loss pills because at the time when they first cast her, she was like a couple of years younger. Then by the time they got the film done, she was older and she'd gone through puberty, so they were put her on weight pills so she had no feminine body.
Oh my God.
So that's fun.
My God.
So Somewhere Over the Rainbow became her signature song. It was a defining role for her, obviously. She wasn't just like that kind of role led her into becoming the MGM star, and then she went on to do heaps of other musicals within that brand. And so she was in like Meet Me in St. Louis, where she met her husband, who was the director. She'd already been married at this point too, by the way. So this is her second husband.
At what age?
She is about 19,
Oh my God, she still has a teen at the end of her name. She's been married once.
I think 19 she was married the first time. 24 she was married to Vincent.
Right.
Yeah. So 23 she marries Vincent. So they meet while she's making the Meet Me in St. Louis, and this is in 1945 they get married. And then by 1950 MGM had finished their contract with her. So there's this kind of real whirlwind of her life right at the start. Interestingly enough, I didn't realize this. In 1954 she starred in A Star Is Born. I didn't realize that.
Must have been the very, very first one.
Yeah, and many people.
Her, then Barbara.
Yep, and then Gaga.
And then Gaga. No, I think there's another one in there.
Is there another one in between?
There's been so many Stars Is Bornses.
I mean, you got to find the Stars.
Maybe it is that one. Maybe, yeah.
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 I didn't realize that was one, but many people thought it was one of her greatest performances, and she was nominated for Best Actress at the Academy Awards, but lost to Grace Kelly.
Oh.
There you go. And
I can be blue, I can be blue, I can be violet sky, I can be do you remember that song?
Yes, I do. That was everywhere. Mika.
Yeah.
What's Mika doing these days?
No.
Hosted the Eurovision Awards at one year.
Well, there
you go. So, and then I guess towards the back end of her life, she came back and did a lot more like music halls and like Carnegie Hall, and did a lot of live recordings that became Grammy nominated.
She did that song with Barbara. Come on, get happy.
Everybody, you know the song, guys.
Yeah.
And before, this is an interesting fact that came up recently, and then I was like, I've got to put it in the episode. So Judy Garland is obviously a very famous queer icon. She, when back in the day when people talked about, coded wording, if you were a friend of Dorothy.
Yep.
It meant, you'd be like, are you a friend of Dorothy? And if people knew, then you could start to have these conversations around being gay. So she became this real kind of, and also because she was such not a damsel in distress. She was like this really strong, iconic character who had just a tragic backstory that all the gays went, work, bitch.
We love a tragic, we feel protective of our dolls.
So Judy Garland died in 1969, but her funeral was held on the same date that Stonewall happened. I know.
Oh.
So and it was in New York as well. So there's this interesting tie-in. She did not.
Judy.
She threw the brick. Ghost Judy. And it's not that her death caused the riots. There is
but it was a tough day for the gays.
It was a tough day for the gays.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of interesting to be like, well, there you go. There's a little bit of a tie-in with Stonewall and Judy Garland.
I am recalling, so when I was in New York last year, I went to Stonewall. Lockie and I were sitting at the front, and there's an old man who, he works at Stonewall, but he'd been there the entire time. But his job now is just to essentially go around and talk to patrons.
Aww.
So he sat down with us and he told us the whole history and everything like that. He was there.
Yeah, amazing.
And I do, unless I'm making it up, I do recall him saying something like a funeral or something like that was happening on the same day. He could have mentioned it. Yeah.
I think it's one of those things where it happened and it's like this kind of beautiful synergy between.
Do you know they were protected by the mafia?
Were they?
Yep.
That's
the gay
nice.
clubs.
That's nice.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. They had mafia protection at the time, which also didn't kind of bode well with authorities.
Yeah, with authorities.
But the mafia were helping them because they were helping them fund money and all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. So he was a lot of my good friends at the time were mafia people. And I'm like, oh.
Ooh, tell me more about that.
I'm so in New York right now.
Yes. I always will think about the clip. People died at Stonewall. Nobody died at Stonewall.
Nobody died at Stonewall. People died.
People died.
When people don't know what Stonewall is. You know what I mean?
Why don't you tell everybody what that is?
That was fighting for gay rights, and people were killed.
Nobody was killed at Stonewall.
Nobody was killed?
Nobody was killed at Stonewall.
So yeah, there is that just that little tie-in where I was fun fact.
God, what a rough week.
What a rough week for the gays. Okay, so if we jump back a little bit to 1946, 1 year after she marries Vincent, at 24 years old, Judy has a daughter named Liza with a Z. Liza's first film appearance came before she was even 4 years old. Judy had her on set and they needed a baby. The baby is, she's tap dancing out. Mama, I can do it, Mama.
Little tiny baby legs.
So she's in the film In the Good Old Summertime. You know what?
Love that movie.
Perfect. Yeah. And I think the thing, like you've said before, with Liza, she didn't just become famous because of her mother. That helped her, but she became really invested in putting time and energy into learning a craft of Broadway.
Yeah,
and
she had it in her genes.
She did. So she went with her mother really early on and saw a Broadway musical, and she went, "Oh, I want to do that." And
she would have been a cute little baby. Those big eyes.
I know, those big doe eyes. So once she saw that, she really went with it. And I think having a mum in showbiz, she went to a really good performing arts high school in New York. She had the opportunities that some wouldn't. However, she put the time in, and a lot of the things that keep coming up is no matter if she was perfect or not, she just committed to everything 110%, that you couldn't deny that she was willing to try.
Where did the Minnelli come from?
Her father is
Vincent Minnelli. Okay, cool. So I was just why isn't she Liza Garland?
And I think that's also, well, I guess because you always took your father's name, but she could have easily been Liza Garland. It doesn't roll off the tongue as
no.
nice. But I think as well she would have preferred to have that last name as Minnelli.
Yeah.
Because although she loves her mother and loves what she's given her, it's not, I think there is some distance wanted there.
Yes. Yeah.
So she becomes she works a lot in like bars and things in New York and starts to build up her like kind of skill set. But in the by 1965, she was in a musical called Flora the Red Menace. Never heard of it. Couldn't tell you anything about it. However, she wins a Tony Award for it, and she's only 19.
Wow.
So there's no denying she's got a leg up because of her family, but she just keeps working hard.
Yep.
And she never denies the fact that her family helped her get here.
Mm-hmm.
She said a lot of the time she says like, you know what, I probably wouldn't have been famous if it wasn't for my family. I think she could have been.
I think she could have been.
But she never.
It just would have been a harder
slog.
road. Yeah.
Yeah. So she does the smart thing of doing theatre first
Yes.
and then going to film.
Yep.
So I think that too, if she'd gone straight into film like her mother, I think it might have been a different thing.
Yeah.
Another thing and another point in their relationship is when Judy and Liza performed together for the first time on stage. So in 1964, Judy was performing at the London Palladium and she brings Liza out on stage. And it's kind of like her being like, you want to do showbiz, kid? Come on, you're going to get on stage pretty much right now. And they perform together. And it's interesting to watch because at the start of the show, it's almost like Liza's doing an imitation of Judy. But by the end of the show, it's almost like she's got a confidence and she's starting to be a bit more Liza.
Yeah.
There is an interesting quote about it though, because there is very rarely a time that Liza talks poorly about her mother. And even in this, what I'm about to read, she's not talking poorly about her at all. But this was specific to the that particular performance. She said, "We went through what most women go through with their mother for years in literally 2 hours. It was like Mama suddenly realized I was good, that she didn't have to apologize for me. It was the strangest feeling. 1 minute I was on stage with my mother. The next moment I was on stage with Judy Garland. 1 minute she smiled at me. The next minute she was like the lioness that owned the stage and suddenly found somebody invading her territory." We were singing and I looked at her and the killer instinct of a performer had come out in her. For some reason, it made me laugh because I knew that was an imitation of her. And it's just interesting that Liza had that moment of being like, oh, my mum's not my mum anymore.
Yeah,
like,
my mum's Judy Garland on this stage.
And how that, because Judy Garland doesn't want, she loves her daughter, but that's also at that moment a rival.
Yes.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
A crazy
When
thing.
those lights are on them, she's like, okay, this is almost like a peer instead of my daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is a weird situation.
I mean, it happens.
I mean, it does.
Survivor, blood versus water. Sometimes you have to go against your mum.
Sometimes you've got to cross your mum.
Yeah.
So yeah,
But it's all, leave it on the stage.
Yeah, and I think that's what happens.
Yeah.
And a lot of times when Liza is asked about her mother through her career, it's always that the Judy that everyone saw is not the Judy I got. I got a really funny, she's like, everyone wants to make her this sad woman. She's like, she's funny. She was good. There is a weird element because Liza did become the mother in that dynamic.
Yes.
Vincent and Judy split when Liza was about 6, and Liza spent most of her time with her mother and grew up in hotels and things like that. She would, by the age of 13, she was like administering her mother's like pills for her. She would listen to doctor's appointments and be like, all right, mum's probably taking too many sleeping pills. I can swap out one for an aspirin so she doesn't die. Like
That's a lot for
for
13.
13. However, when she tells these stories, she's like, that's what I was doing. It wasn't a bad thing.
Yes, or in a way where she's not telling it in a tragic, it was so hard kind of way. She's just more like, that was my reality. That's what it was.
Yeah, exactly. And eventually she does kind of leave her mum and go and forge her own path. And while Liza kind of was becoming a star, Judy was navigating kind of the final chapter of her career. So they had to kind of separate to go their own ways. After leaving MGM Studios, Garland reinvented herself as a concert performer, and oftentimes she would appear in television and things like that, but it wasn't kind of the fame. It was a different kind of fame than which she had as a child.
Like variety hour kind of stuff.
Yeah, stuff like that. In her later years, she toured extensively in the United States and United Kingdom, maintaining a devoted fan base until her death in 1969. Is that? Yep. And she was only 47 when she passed away. So it was interesting that even...
Oh, she was a hard 47. I'm seeing pictures of her in my head.
Yeah.
I thought she was much older.
Yeah.
That's what all that does to you.
Yeah, I mean, when you've been on uppers and downers consistently...
The majority of your life.
It's going to take a toll on your body. Yeah. And, she had been married many times. There was always this kind of thing with Judy where she wanted to please the man, whether it be the studio or there was this kind of male figure that she always wanted to please, whether that be in her relationships, both work and personal. So there's kind of like, this thing with her. Whereas with Liza, it's a bit more like Judy's always like, you've got to love me. Like, please love me.
Yeah.
Whereas Liza's a bit more like, do you love me? Like,
here
come
I am.
on. Yeah, I'll work a bit harder for you. So if Judy's defining role was Dorothy, Liza's defining role was Sally Bowles in Cabaret. It premiered in 1972, was directed by Bob Fosse, and it became one of the most influential movie musicals ever made and is referenced in pop culture again and again and again and again and again. It also meant that she won a Best Actress award, an Academy Award in 1973. So interestingly, Liza won an Oscar and her mother never did, which is something that you kind of forget. Like in my mind, Judy is almost like, whereas Liza actually is more like, I guess, celebrated on that level. Like Liza has an EGOT.
Yes.
Judy never did. Judy barely got a Grammy.
Yeah, interesting.
So anyway, so although Judy saw Liza win the Tony, she never saw her win the Oscar. And that's maybe why she could step out from her mother's shadow. As sad as it is, her mother passing away meant that Liza kind of was not bound to her anymore.
Yes.
Which... and Judy represented old Hollywood, glamour, that kind of thing.
Different eras of Hollywood.
Yeah, and Liza's more like New York.
Yeah.
Studio 54.
So you got the clang, clang, clang with the trolley, but then you go all the way into like, Fosse and cool club, nightclub, like that kind of thing.
Exactly.
Studio 54.
Yeah, and it's like that kind of like, in an interview I'm literally about to show you, she's literally smoking a cigarette.
Yeah.
Where it's like, Judy also smoked, but I never think of her as a smoker.
Yeah.
Whereas Liza, I'm like, she's having a couple of wines and a ciggy, and that's what she's doing.
Yeah.
So
little black stockings.
Yeah, exactly. With a little bowler hat on.
Yeah.
So I think the thing that doesn't escape Liza or doesn't let Liza, what am I trying to say? Liza is continuously questioned throughout her career about her mother because they want to find a chink in the armor.
Yeah.
And they wanted to kind of tell on her mum, like, come on. But the way she deflects, and I'll play you a clip, the way she deflects, which she does all throughout her career, is actually really interesting. And it's like, not like she's been trained. There's no feeling of her being trained in saying this or it's like some kind of PR response. It feels really genuine that she really believes what she's saying.
Yep.
Whereas like with some, you'd be like, oh, I feel like you're covering up something.
Yeah.
Whereas with her, she has that star quality of she's not, which is interesting.
There's still such a level of respect there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So feel free to watch this little question from old mate.
Now, the film Cabaret, in this country anyway, this established you very much as a person in your own right, as opposed to Judy Garland's daughter. Do you think it was important in that way?
Yes, but see, I never mind. I'm very proud of my mom, you know. And being people, it sounds so ominous when somebody says, people used to call you Judy Garland's daughter. It sounds like the son of Dracula. What are they talking about? My mother was a genius. The only thing that ever gets me upset or annoyed or even uptight is when I'm put in the position of defending her, because I feel she needs no defense.
Sure.
You know, she
But does that
gave
happen?
so much to the world.
Yes. Does that happen? Are you put in that?
Oh, yeah. It used to happen a lot. Now it hardly ever happens.
What is star quality? It would be very nice to hear you.
Star quality.
Do you believe in it? Can you define it? Can you tell us what you think star quality is? Because people say you've got it.
Presence, I guess. There are very many people who aren't even in show business who have star quality. You know, the kind of person that enters a room and they're there. There's something, you know, about them.
Yes. I mean, if one was to put you in a chorus of 30 people on a stage, I think everyone's eye would go to you.
You're prejudiced, Bob.
She's just
But that's what it's
So
about.
cool. And what a
I guess so.
brilliant
Yeah, I
way
think you're right.
to answer that. There's still that level of respect and they are trying to find a chink in the armor and trying to
Yeah.
get that bit and all of that. But the way she handles herself.
And it's just constantly throughout her career. And I also love that she says mother in that, but a lot of the time she says mama.
Yeah.
And I just like that mama. Like,
Yeah.
but because that's who she is to her. Like, so often interviewers just try and find because we all know Judy Garland would have been a hard mother to have.
Yeah.
But at no point does she go, yeah, it was hard. She just goes, she was a genius and I just
Yeah.
had to live with that.
Yeah.
Like, it's fascinating. But yeah, so after her Oscars win, Liza continues her career continues to expand across film, television, concerts, and Broadway. In 1978, she stars in Liza with a Z. It's an Emmy-winning concert special with Bob Fosse. And interestingly, Fosse was apparently a notoriously hard man to work with. But he said with Liza, especially in Cabaret, he never had to it's almost like he had to pull back the emotion.
Yeah, okay.
Like she was almost too emotional and brought too much to roles.
Mm-hmm.
Throughout the 1970s and 80s, she became a fixture of New York nightlife, was associated with the designer Halston, Studio 54. She had a successful recording and touring career, appeared in films such as New York, New York, and continued to have these really captivating live performances. Then later generations discovered her through television appearances such as Lucille 2 on Arrested Development.
That's my Liza.
That's the Liza I love.
With the dizzies.
With the dizzies.
Oh, brilliant.
We'll just play some clips here, compilation clips of Liza, Lucille 2.
Do you like ham?
Honest-
No, I don't. I love it.
I think this shows I think Arrested Development shows that Liza has a funny bone, a real funny bone.
Yes, and the fact that they got Liza
is
is
wild.
crazy.
And the dynamic between Lucille 1 and 2
Yes.
is so funny.
Yes.
It's so good. And it's like she just became one of these iconic, recognizable entertainers and was celebrated for her voice, stage presence, and that star quality that a lot of times we can't say what it is, but there's just something about her.
Yeah, and she's exactly right in the interview when she says you don't need to be a celebrity to have star quality. You can be that person who enters the room and everyone just goes,
there's something about her.
Like me and you when we go
Yeah.
out. Yeah.
Every time we walk into a room, people just go,
Who is she? Who is she? And they all start doing fussy.
Fossy? Turning off the light?
Who's that?
Would a Fossy neck do it? So it's, there is this dynamic between the two that we always want to find that there's something wrong with this mother-daughter relationship, especially because they were both so famous. But never has there ever been a bad word said, really. She said her mother was pushed around by MGM, and growing up, that kind of machine created a different dynamic in the household. But she also said that she, like Judy, in turn, she never raised Liza in a delicate little kind of doll way.
Yeah.
It was, there was no baby talk in the house. Judy treated her like someone who would need to survive in a world that was cruel to Judy. So Judy had only ever known people looking at her, and she was trying to, I think, protect her daughter by being like, you better learn quick, girl.
And I think that's a really good thing.
Yeah. And
Because being Judy Garland's daughter, they're going to try and get you.
Yeah. Always.
And give you the exact same thing that they gave Judy and try and mold you in that exact same way. So she was preparing her
and
in a realistic way.
in a way that maybe we wouldn't see that parenting now, but
No.
I think at the time that's what you had to do. And I think that's the only way that Liza
Hollywood was a monster. Well, it still
is, but it's
back
a different
then,
way.
My God.
Yeah, and I think as well, like, it shows like Liza survived.
Yeah.
She's still
To
around.
this day.
To this day.
Yeah.
She's still kicking.
Yeah.
And it's
She's a year younger than my father.
there you go. And I think it was a gift that Judy gave her to be a bit stronger and like, we don't want a 13-year-old having to dole out their mother's pills.
No.
But that's just what happened.
That was her reality.
And, and I think that there is just, I could have gone more in depth with this story, but I was like, no, I'm just going to touch on a few things. Maybe we'll come back again because Liza was married many times. There is a whole caveat of her life that we haven't even, she did, unfortunately, with the death of her mother, become addicted to prescription pills.
Yes.
There is an addiction line that runs through that family, and she is sober today, and she has talked about it, and she'll talk about it openly, like how that death of the person that she loved the most, caused her to kind of spiral and, cope in ways that she shouldn't have, but also that she's come out of it and it's made her a stronger person. And
it's interesting because you say the addiction to prescription pills and all that, and I think it's so prevalent in that Hollywood era because these stars, Liza is like singing, dancing, putting her body through it, all that kind of stuff. You start taking medication to,
Ease
get
the
you through
pains.
the day,
Yeah.
ease the pain. To if you've got a huge press junket, you're like, I'm so exhausted, I need something for that. It all becomes a toxic kind of thing. But then sometimes those stars at that caliber in that time needed it.
Yeah. And it's,
I don't blame her. I probably would have as well.
I mean,
I had my tonsillectomy and I was taking oxycodone and I'm like, I could take this for the rest of my life. This is fabulous.
I feel no pain. Yeah. It's one of those things where you go like, this is a machine.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, like it can chew you up, spit you out.
Yeah.
And it just is a matter of where you land. Like, there are stars that we've lost because of,
Absolutely.
and it was just so happened that Liza, although she did go through it, she also kind of got herself out. Judy was
green smoothies and matcha ain't got to cut it for those routines.
nah, and the world, that world was a bit more horrible. I think it still is, but it's better than it was.
Do you still think there's like some kind, even though it's like all awful and like that old Hollywood, there's still something so romantic about it?
Oh my God, it's so glamorous.
Like the suits with the cigarettes and the backlots and
there's something so
there's something very
sexy.
kind of sexy, but like
Dangerous.
dangerous.
Yeah,
like
there's something about
those
old
giant
Hollywood.
Technicolor sets and cigarettes and starlets and pills and
And like the old school, old iconic Hollywood glamour.
Yeah.
There is something about
like
it.
Parties in the hills.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of-
Quaaludes.
Yeah,
Nope.
Quaalude. And I think that's what Lana Del Rey is trying to capture in her music.
And you know what? Now that you've said Born to Die, there is something very alluring about it.
Yeah.
Which is probably why we all bought into it, right? Like we all,
Yeah.
and you know, the reality is often not as glamorous, but there is something alluring about old Hollywood glamour and these big starlets who were just so, and also the machine, although was quite big, it wasn't like the constant that it is now.
Yeah.
Like there wasn't the constant movies and content.
Well, it's constant movies, constant content, constant stars that are hot now won't be next week because there'll be another young someone.
Yeah, there was like you got the star. You were signed to a company for 15 years, and you created movies through them.
Yep. Yeah.
It's wild. It's cool, but Liza has a book out. I haven't read it. It's called. It's got a good.
Does she do the audiobook?
It's TBC on that. Some people have said she's done some of the audiobook and then they might have generated from just a few. So I believe Liza might have Parkinson's. I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, she's got something.
She's got
in the wheelchair.
She's in the wheelchair. I think she might have Parkinson's. I'm not quite sure if that's what she has. So I think that they've done snippets with her and then maybe auto-generated something else.
No, that's not great, but
what are you going to do?
If I'm hearing a Liza audiobook, I'd like to hear Liza's voice.
Yeah.
Regardless.
So, I know. And, you know, she might not be up to doing the whole thing. So maybe like
or someone who does a really good Liza.
Yeah, just get a drag queen in and just do the whole thing. That makes sense. The book is called, I do want to read it. It's called Kids, Wait Till You Hear This.
Oh, I love that title.
It's a great title. And I have no doubt she's got excellent stories in there.
Does Liza have kids?
She does not.
Yeah. Interesting. The buck stops with Liza.
Oh my gosh. She had fertility issues and tried to have children.
Yeah,
and
okay.
Unfortunately didn't.
Wow.
And it says, she's openly discussed it as one of her greatest disappointments. Sorry, Liza.
There's only going to be one Liza Minnelli.
There's only going to, the buck stops with her. You're right. Like it's Judy and Liza. Who's the mother? Who's the daughter there? That's crazy.
We're not going to have another Liza.
We're not going to have another Liza.
Sydney Sweeney.
Unlikely.
I like Sydney Sweeney. Anyway, well, it's so good. I know.
That's going to be the thing that gets us strong.
She gives me old Hollywood vibes.
Just because she's got a bouffant hair.
Yeah, and she's got the zow and the bang bang.
She's got the titties.
She's got the tits.
She's got the tits for it. We'll never have another Liza.
No.
And we'll never have another Garland.
No. Drag queens will be the closest thing we have to Liza.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you do your best Liza?
Oh.
Okay.
Wait, I want to say something. I want to say something that she would say. Oh. I keep going. Oh.
Oh. Oh.
I choked on a shrimp. I was with the Warner Brothers.
Oh, there you go.
I was with the Warner Brothers.
Warner Brothers Jr.?
One of the parties in the hill.
Amazing.
There was prawn cocktails on the table, and I kicked it when I was doing my Fosse.
Fosse neck.
Don't you sniffy that.
You know I will. So yeah, any final thoughts on Judy and Liza?
No, that was fabulous.
I just thought let's talk a little about the gay icons.
Yeah.
You know, it's Pride Month.
Yep. Yeah. Happy Pride.
Happy
Wave
Pride.
the flag. That. No, that was wonderful. I wanted to know a little bit about Liza, so that's
there you go.
Yeah.
I mean, we talked a little bit about her. I don't know if you got the full scope. There's more.
There's so much more. Read the book.
Read the book.
Tell it to your kids. What's it called?
Kids, do I have a story for you?
Wait till you hear this. Kids, wait till you hear this.
That's it. And Joel, as we always say,
open up a dirty window and let the sun illuminate the words that you cannot find, and reach for something in the distance, so close you can almost taste it, and release your inhibitions and feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you. Only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips. Treat yourself to words unspoken. Live your life with arms wide open. Today is where your book begins and the rest is still unwritten.
Joel, such wise words that you do always
I
say.
just came up with that.
Wow, it's like you could be a songwriter. Maybe you should make that into a song.
Sign me to MGM.
I'm ready for my close-up. Alrighty, goodbye.
Bye-bye.
You've been listening to an episode of Framed, hosted by Joel and Steph. Now make sure you go and follow us on all of the socials, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, @Framed the Podcast. Make sure you follow and tell one friend.
Just one.
Just one.
Like we always say, just tell one friend.
All right, goodbye.
Bye-bye.